Greetings. This is Officer Barbies, the rank of all ranks that can be ranks. This is a communique for Vladimir Putin. Attention to all world leaders, CC all stakeholders, BCC all those leading my way of life or who want to. We're in this situation here of a max attack of this system I've already espoused. We have life forms here again, suffering. The human suffering is ranked the greatest I've ever seen in all existence. It's basically ever been known in a size of a sample size of this size of the sample taken in a physical zone, like can happen in a city-state like this. We're under this situation. We're also living in this poltergeist house. The power of the poltergeist attack such that the house should just implode. People are crying for help. People are begging for this to end. These people can't handle it. These people who know how to defend their families are on attack's edge, about to snap and defend their families. This shouldn't be. This is because your war with Ukraine and Russia, Vladimir. I know they put your back against the wall and force you to defend. These people's backs are against the wall. There's nowhere to run. These attackers won't stop attacking. While their defenders, whose backs are against the wall, may be able to take it, it's almost probably like their babies are in backpacks against the wall. And these attackers keep encroaching and causing from encroachment false starts. This thing's about to fire off if you don't do something. Your weapon system. These people are getting through to me. They're willing to accept all the deaths that have to occur when you use all of your war force to strike here, to stop this, to control this, to give me L'Enfant Plaza so I can get there, I can take it over, I can control it. It's not by violent force, it's by my maximum workforce. With I in control of the Hilton Hotel as part of that plaza, L'Enfant Plaza, I'll have my secured home base. I can bring the victimized into, like these females I want to be in my community, while I can hold the plaza to an appropriate plaza and flow all of these victims out appropriately who don't want to be here, who never wanted to be here, basically never want to be here again, who don't want to be in the hotel or any other part of the complex except the appropriate metro plaza functioning parts. They're willing to accept all the deaths you will have to have when you use your entire strike force to strike here. Nothing in all existence has ever occurred in terms of this sort of a war force causing suffering, torture, and pain in an attack system. The way there is no getting through to these weapons attacking us who appear human. They're gone. They won't stop attacking. This is like a crisis movie. It's like they're all zombies and they won't stop. But it's worse because they have technology zombies don't usually use. We cannot let these protecting family members have to snap to the violence to protect their family. It's total failure. Don't know what to do here. These death conditions won't kill these attackers. Those of us alive might be capable of surviving in a way that just counts as not dying. The death conditions are such that in 3 hours in the conditions here, anyone out in 3 hours, not an advanced form of life, will die. After it breaks after these 3 hours, these highest 3 hours, like from noon to 3, 6 hours. In 6 hours, anything outside for all 6 hours will die. Not a higher form of life capable of surviving. After that, with this continuing, as they try to keep pushing it up, with Sunday being 100 flat, before it adds the index, like right now the index is like 110, with it being 80 to 90, with it keeping pushing up, after this fall to nightfall, in 12 hours, by these basic terms, all life on the planet will die. Not a higher form of life capable of surviving these conditions. You have to do something. This is your fault, as it is their fault for forcing you to defend yourself. And it's your fault, Putin, for the way you've defended yourself, and not all of us, with those you're defending against at max strike here, causing max pain with the maximum intent to reach the maximum amount of destruction by war force, by killing all life on the planet in about 24 hours with this artificial heat wave that is life not capable of surviving basically in an oven like Jonah from the Bible. With also this system of attacks not ending here now, like it's not only the poltergeist house, it's fully automated. Anything that moves that's metallic or electromagnetic in the way it has a field that moves sparks off an automation of a poltergeist-like attack of like the poltergeist house from the Poltergeist movie. No one can handle this. I'm not going to break first. These family men who have to defend their families are on attack's edge. We were using the term they won't quit encroaching. We know they're going to start hitting us instead of just getting into the zone of encroachment. They're going to try to attack to false starts. They won't only encroach, they'll make contact to false start. And that's about where I figured these things are going to fly off the handle no matter how peaceful anyone can try to be. Like the play just starts, and these people out of the league, like they're pee-wee players going up against super pros, are going to get destroyed when they encroach to a false start and the false start starts the play and they get killed by it. Like they're trying, even if they're alive or dead. You can't let this happen. These people here are trying to impress upon me they're willing to accept all the deaths you have to accept when you pull all of your force and all of your strike abilities and strike Washington, D.C. alone so we can take L'Enfant Plaza, so I can police it to safe with it completely unoccupied, with these victims I'm trying to help around it as best they can be, so I can make the plaza a functional plaza, so I can make the Hilton my base of operations, so I can run the government complex as I may have to take the place, keeping everyone out except these victims, the females I want in my community, to be in my base of operations, the Hilton rooms, and everyone else having the appropriate experience at the plaza of a city-state metro complex plaza outflow only port. I order it, we order it. This is just reality's orders, so be it. They beseech you strike. They beseech you strike. They're ready to accept this responsibility. I've done my responsibility. The responsibility is yours. Accept it.